everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Broncos coming in at 7-1. Going up against the Steelers, who come in at 1-7.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Denver Broncos. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll go again with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll give it here to his running back, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And this one's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. He's going to fire, looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going up top. And running with power here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking long for Thomas. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, Could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you want...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 44 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 41 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, Lynch. His throw incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 14. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lynch. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Lynch to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. They find some open field here. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lynch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the counter, here's Bell. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, it's Lynch. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the interception, here's Lynch. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Out of the gun, Lynch. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Adam Gotsis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First and 10, it's Lynch. Caught by Snead over the middle. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Second down following the run.
Watch it now. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Lucky 56. 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, it's Bell. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing, Lynch. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Lynch. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, James, the tight end. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Ben to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Adam Gotsis in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And the wideout in motion. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
Lynch turns and gives to Booker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up on a former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, Lynch going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Daniel McCullers getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the Steelers on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this looks to probably be the final play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try and turn things around next.